What is up, guys? It is Raging Mimikyu bringing you Generation 4 of rating all 1008 Pokemon. Hope y'all are having a good morning, evening, day, and night wherever you are. Without further ado, let's get started. Starting off with the grass type starter, Turtwig. I always choose Turtwig. I love Turtwig. It is so cute, and honestly, I like the concept of like the little stem it has on the top of its head. It's just really cute, and I just love the big mouth that Turtwig has. It's just great. Torterra's okay. I'm not really a fan of this design because like I feel like the color palette's kind of swapped, and like we lose our brown shell and like it becomes a yellow. I don't know. To me, this looks more like a dinosaur Pokemon than it does a like what should be the Turtwig evolutionary line. But then we get into Torterra, and then Torterra is just like one of those bonsai plants. Like, I just love it, and it's so cool. You got the spike, you got the whole rock. It's basically like actually the planet Earth when you think about it, just without the water. But I love this design a lot. It's why Turtwig is my favorite grass type starter from all the generations combined. Next up, we got Chimchar. Chimchar's a cute little monkey Pokemon, the little fire monkey. I like it a lot, honestly. No complaints here. Monferno, actually, Monferno I like, but I think I just like Chimchar better. But then like Infernape though, like damn, like what they did with his hair is just so cool. The man is ready to smack down, bro. He will punch you out, one punch style. But like, okay, so even though I did say I like Torterra the most as my favorite grass type starter, I like Chimchar too, and I like Infernape. But honestly, like if we're basing it off like if I had to choose between all three of these starters from the Sinnoh region, 100% Torterra all the way. I'm not, no ifs, ands, or buts. Next up, we have Piplup. Piplup's a cute design for the penguin. I like its design a lot. I'm not really a fan of Primplup. I don't really like those like moon, half a moon things on the side of like where its ears are, or where its ears should be. I'm not too sure. I've just never been a fan of Primplup. And then Empoleon's like a cool design, but I feel like Torterra and Infernape just outshine it, in my opinion. Obviously, everyone's gonna have different opinions, but let me know what your favorite Sinnoh starter is in the comments down below. Next up, we have Starly. Starly was also one of those cute Pokemon that I actually enjoyed having on my team. Staravia, I'm not really a fan of Staravia. I don't like the way it looks like Jimmy Neutron with the little dollop hair. If any of you guys know who Jimmy Neutron is, but like it kind of reminds me of that, and I'm genuinely not a fan of that hairstyle. Staraptor though does change its hairstyle on its final evolution, and honestly, I think it looks like a lot cooler. Its shinies a lot better too. Like instead of having like a red dollop, it has a blue one. Like it a lot more that way. Next up, the legendary Bidoof. Honestly, it's just a beaver, and like then we have a fat, dumber looking beaver, and I don't really like B-Barrel like at all. Like anytime I saw a trainer have like a B-Barrel or Bidoof, I just felt like, damn, this is just a waste of time for a battle. But aside from that, we do have Kricketot. Kricketot kind of falls into the same category. I just see it like Bidoof. Like its stats don't show. I'm not a fan of that design for a Cricket, and like I don't like trainers who have this Pokemon. Now, however, we have the legendary Cricketune, like and I guarantee you I just butchered every part of that, so y'all are gonna hate me for that. But honestly, I at least like Cricketune a lot more. I think it got a better design. Like the wings are cooler. It looks like it can cut you up, despite like having like around a 62, 72 base attack. I don't know, but overall I like that design a lot more, to be honest. The mustache is kind of cool that it has. Shinx. I love the Shinx line, in all honesty. I think we go from having a cute, like it reminds me of the Lion King and like Simba, and then you have like his middle stage, but then this one like reminds me more of Scar, which is like the main antagonist. But like still though, I like its pre-evolution and its final evolution the most. Honestly, like in this generation, I feel like the middle evolutionary line just kind of loses me. I just like the final and the first. However, in this case, I say that, and then our next Pokemon's Badoo. Not a fan of Badoo. I like Roselia, but then I like Roserade a lot. Like Roserade is just a nice design for a bouquet of flowers. Like pretty cool. Like it a lot. Alright, so it's Team Craniados versus Team Shieldon. Oh my god, I almost said Aeron. Anyway, Craniados and Rapardos, like, these guys are okay. These guys are cool. I like these fossil designs a lot. But honestly, I think my my heart probably goes to like Shieldon and Bastiodon. I just like those designs a lot more. Like, sure, his face looks really derpy for Bastiodon, but I like it a lot as a design, to be honest. Next up, we have Burmy and Wormadam and Mothram. All right, so this one is like, I'm gonna rate all 6 of these, or well, 7 of them. Burmy, this Burmy, I don't remember the names by heart. I know one of them is called Trash. This one's okay for me. This one looks kind of dumb. I don't like this design a lot. And then the Trash one looks a little bit better, especially like when we get into like Wormadam. So like Wormadam, it's okay for me. Like, I guess Wormadam did get a glow up in both its evolutionary lines, except for the Trash one. Like, this is just a pile of rocks, bro. This is, I don't know. I hate this one a lot. This one is so gross looking. At least the other two had like glow up. Like, this one has flowers. This one just like looks like a pom-pom. I don't know, better. But like Mothram, I forgot his name. Oh my goodness. Mothram, I just like a lot better. Like, that's just a cool butterfly in my opinion, to be honest. Next up, we have Combi and Vespiquen. These Pokemon are, in my opinion, just really knock off Beedrills. Like, what the fuck, bro? I don't know. I don't like these Pokemon. Like, this thing is just way too bulky, and then like Combi is just like okay, but like Weedle is just much better. I don't like those Pokemon. Pachirisu is cute. Pachirisu I can give some respect to as a B tier Pokemon for a squirrel design. I like it a lot. Buizel, yes, Buizel and Float. Well, Floatzel I put a little bit underneath, but I like Buizel the most. The problem I have with Floatzel, which is why I won't put in the S tier, is because of that, like, the way the flotation device is represented when it's fully evolved, and like it's got like air floaties on its like hands. It's like, well then at that point I'd rather not call it a water type. Yeah, Buizel has that on its neck too, but like I think Buizel just looks cooler, to be honest. And then like, I don't know, I'm not a fan of Floatzel with having all this flotation device. Yeah, it's in its name, yeah, obviously, but like, I don't know, I think Buizel's better, to be honest. Cherum and Cherubi, just very underwhelming. Like, at least Cherum Sunshine form looks a little cooler. And then we have like Gastron and Shellos. Like, I love these Pokemon. Like, honestly, these would always be on my team. Like, I would have 2 ground type Pokemon, which probably isn't the smartest thing to have, but like overall, like I like these designs a lot. Like, they don't have the water, or not the east forms here. I believe this is west and the other one's east, but I would also rate the east ones up here as well. East and west, both of them deserve to be S tier for me. So I loved Apom in Generation 2, but he got the biggest glow up when he became Ambipom, bro. Yo, the man is ready to slap the shit out of you. I like the little hairs sticking out, like I mentioned before in previous videos. Like, this just reminds me of my hairstyle in the wind. Like, I just got like 2 little hairs sticking out like that, and I like Ambipom. Ambipom's cool. Drifloon and Drifloon. Man, these Pokemon were very hard to catch in Diamond and Pearl. Or at least, they weren't hard to catch, but like, I distinctly remember that I wanted to catch them from the windmill area, and they only spawned on like Thursdays or Fridays, and like, that was such a fucking pain. But like, overall though, I like them a lot. I like the little dollop of like whipped cream this man has on his hair. Or a cloud. Like, it's a cloud, but it looks like whipped cream to me, just flattened down. Baneri and Lopunny. Baneri's cute. It's fine. Lopunny is just like, what the fuck? Like, did somebody have the intention of like, I don't know, just like touching a bunny? I have no idea. Like, that's ugh. Misdreavus is a better glow up to Mismagius is a better glow up to Misdreavus. Bro, my Generation 4 knowledge is like not that great because I'm mixing up these names left and right, but like I'm basing them off how I personally remember them. But overall though, like, I think I like Mismagius more than Misdreavus. I think it was a better glow up. Nice hat to it. Honchkrow! Yo! Mob boss Pokemon. Love it. Can't say anything bad about it. Glameow and Glameow and Skitty. Ah, yeah. See, like this is what I'm talking about. Glameow is like okay. Skitty's just much cuter. Like Glameow looks like a bitch. Like she looks like your local Karen, and I fucking hate it. And then we have Per Ugly. It's like, what? So we went from having an okay design to having like this abomination. Like, ew. This is like my least favorite cat of like every generation. Any feline Pokemon. I just hate this thing. Gross. I'm sorry. Don't like this thing. This is Chingling. And it is like Chingling is so disturbing to me when it like does its cry in the 3D animation games. Like when it opens its mouth, like it's cute. It looks like a reindeer, I guess, with the little and like antlers on the side. But I don't know, man. 3D games ruined this Pokemon for me. I'm like, it could have been in like B tier, but it fell down to C. Next up, we have Stunky. Stunky. Honestly, Stunky is a cool concept for the skunk, but it's not my favorite. Stun Tank looks a little bit cooler. I mean, it's pulling off a fashion statement by wearing its tail as like a hat or like a hairdo style. It's pretty cool. But Stunky, bro, having a butt for a face kind of makes it fall down a few points. Bronzor and Bronzong. These things are just like very forgettable to me. Like they're bells, or at least Bronzong is a bell. Bronzor is like a metal hexagon. Oh no, I just don't like these designs. They're like, eh. It's funny because like I feel like Generation 4's more like noticeable Pokemon, like the starters and like Luxray, get more glow up. And I guess I can see why now, because like a lot of the Pokemon that you probably will never have on your team, like Per Ugly, Combi, Burmy, like I don't know, I can see why these Pokemon just fall down. I feel like this generation is either yes or no, you had it on your team, yes or no was popular. And of course everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but I don't know, man. I just don't really like these Pokemon at all. Bonsai, Sudowoodo did it better, to be honest. Mime Jr., Mr. Mime did it better, and Happiny is just cute. Happiny had the biggest glow up, from Happiny to Chansey to Blissey. Like, the only thing I have like a small concern about is like, why did they like decide to make it like have a first stage evolution to then have a second evolution to then give it a pre-evolution? Like it, I don't know. Well, they did that with Sudowoodo too, and Mr. Mime. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it was the concept for baby Pokemon this generation, but well, not really, because we had Igglybuff in Generation 2. Chatot. Chatot's pretty cool. I like Chatot. The things you could do with Chatot in Generation 4 were not meant to be drawn to the public, or if you brought it to Worlds or some like public event, yeah, if you said something wrong to your Chatot and he repeated it, or she repeated it, whichever gender your Chatot was, run for your life. Spiritomb, after countless hours of like going up and down and playing multiplayer with myself, you finally unlock Spiritomb in like this well area. I forgot what it was called. Like Generation 4 location knowledge is not that great, with the odd keystone as well. But I like Spiritomb. It's a cool design. Next up we have Gibble. Gibble's cute. It's fine. Gibble on D's nut. Nah, okay, anyway. But like for real though, like let's talk about it. So I know I said that like the first stage and the final evolution were the best ones. In this situation, I like Gibble. He's cool and all, but I think it gets so much better as it evolves. Like, yeah, Bite and Garchomp are just badasses, bro. These are great Pokemon to have, except they evolve very late, and I'm pretty sure you unlock them during the late game too, so like, good luck trying to raise one. But overall though, I love these designs. Good idea for a Landshark. Munchlax! Oh my god, Munchlax! I love Munchlax. Munchlax and I would have dinner like as best buddies, but like then he would just like, I blink my eyes and I wonder where the fuck my food went, and I look at him, it's like, did you just eat my ravioli? and all his response will be Munchlax. But yeah, I like Munchlax a lot overall. Riolu and Lucario. Riolu's cool. I love it. It's cute. Lucario. Okay, they really did Lucario dirty. So like Lucario's a fantastic design, which is why it's still in the A tier. But in the other generations, I don't know what went through Game Freak's head, but they thought, let's just make it look like he's wearing a big pair of boxers. And it's like, that's so off-putting. Like, I don't understand. Like, why are we doing this? Like, I don't know. I don't like its evolution as much as I like its pre-evolution. Hippos! Hippowdon and Hippopotas. Hippopotas, just B tier for me. It's just a standard hippo. And then we have this thing who's actually going to bite your nutsack off, if not your leg, your arm. Just, you know, it's just gonna gobble you whole. Like, nothing needs to be said. I don't know. These hippo Pokemon are okay, but like, not a fan of them, in all honesty. Scorpy and Drapion. I like Drapion a lot. It has a cool typing to it, and like those pincers are cool, and like I just like Drapion a lot. That's just my personal opinion. Dark type Pokemon have pretty cool designs overall. Croagunk and Toxicroak. Croagunk is I don't really like Croagunk's design. However, Toxicroak on the other hand though, like those little, what do we want to call these? I'm gonna call them knives, like, or daggers. Those little daggers sticking out of its hands are really cool, and I thought it just had a better design, and it's kind of funny. Croagunk's funny too, but like the only representation the only credibility I give it for is like the way it walks in Sword and Shield. If you ever played that game, where he walks like like he just got out of bed or something, like a gangsta. I don't know. It's just funny. So I don't give it anything below C tier. It's just C tier for me. Carnivine is just what I forgot about this Pokemon. I hate Carnivine. It's stupid. Finneon's a cute little fish, and Lumineon is just, I don't know. It's okay, but I'm not crazy about like these. It's the angelfish design to it. I'm just not crazy about that. I just like Finneon better as representation of like a little goldfish. Cuter. Not a fan of Lumineon, but pretty solid. It's an okay design. Mantike, pre-evolution of Mantine. Good water type. It's cute. It's got, like, I wish, you know, actually I'll rate it higher than Mantine, even though that was generation 2. I like a Mantike because like of these like antennas it has on its head. Like most Pokemon that have like these antennas, like Kricketune and like Turtwig, like, well, that's not really an antenna, but like you get what I mean. They're just cute, and I like the designs a lot. Snover and Abomasnow. Don't like Snover. Abomasnow is just, no, it's just like a much better glow up of a Yeti, and I like it a lot. I don't like Snover because it's like, yeah, it's a tree, but I don't know. It's just so like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just something about like its design just feels wrong. Like the hairstyle it has, I don't like that. I don't like its like the design they made for its like feet. Its hands are, I like about it, but I don't really like Snover. Like Abomasnow is just so much cooler in my opinion. I mean, it's Santa Claus, a Yeti, and then like, I don't, like all that combined together. I feel like they should just give him like a Christmas bag like Delibird at that point. Next up is Weavile. Better glow up to Sneasel. Lickitung and Magnezone. Magnezone, in all honesty, I like Magneton and Magnemite a lot more. Not really a fan of the Magnezone here. Look at Licky. Just look at how stupid this thing is. Now it's got like the really dumb hairstyle I hate that most Pokemon have in this generation, but it's okay. I like it a lot. I think I like it more for its stupidity and like its dumbness than like, say something like her ugly. Like, this is stupid, this is dumb, but it's not like good. Like there's stupid dumb S tier, and then there's stupid dumb per ugly. Stupid ass cat. No offense to any cat haters out there. Cats to me are okay, but I'm more of a dog person. Alright, next up we got Rhyperior. Rhyperior's glow up is noticeable. I think it's okay, to be honest. I like it a lot. I remember using this Pokemon a lot in the not Scarlet Violet, but Sword and Shield. Weakness policy, surfing it. We were unstoppable. We were killable. We were slaying competitions. This thing was a menace in Trick Room. This thing needed to be stopped. Actually, what needed to be stopped was Dusclops, but more on that in a different video. Next up, we have Bigger Pile of Noodles. Okay, so as a kid, this was like one of my favorite Pokemon. Not in this generation, or not now. Just C tier. It did not get the representation it deserved. Don't like it, to be honest. Next up, Electivire and Magmortar. Electivire had a better glow up from Electabuzz. Elekid was great. Elekid to me was an amazing design. Its middle stage evolution, Electabuzz, was a cool name, but like stupid looking. And then we have Electivire, who just better design. Magby. We had Magby, then we have Magmar, and then we have Magmortar. I don't like this Pokemon's facial designs, so for me that's a B tier category, but between electric and fire, you let me know which one your favorite was between these two. I don't know, like the duck lips or like swollen lips, like that's so off-putting, and the flames, like it looks like it tried to be Moltres, but it failed to be one. Now you would think, like me looking at this, I would assume it's fire electric. It's just fire. I don't know what to say. I don't like Magmortar. As a matter of fact, not even B tier for me, just like B tier. I hate this Pokemon, more or less. Not as much as I hate these guys, but like, yeah. Togekiss! Awesome. So we had Togepi, Togetic, and then Togekiss, and just like, we had really good glow ups from Generation 2 and Generation 1. Like, amazing. Love it a lot. Yanmega, just like Vibrava is just a cooler Dragonfly. You couldn't let Vibrava and Flygon just let them be. No, you had to make that. It's not bad, but like, we have better I would say we have better Flygons. We have a better Dragonfly Pokemon, in all honesty. This to me is just like, eh. Leafeon and Glaceon, alright, evolution time. Which one was your favorite during this generation? In my opinion, I think Glaceon is my favorite, but overall they both have solid designs. Like, the evolutions have more or less been on above B tier, to be honest. And I like these designs a lot. Gliscor and Gligar got a good glow up in this generation as well. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, they decided to add evolutions to previous generations, but that's actually kind of like one of my main problems with this generation. So like, re-evolutions or baby Pokemon get evolutions or so on and so forth. More stuff extended to their evolutionary line. And that was like what was most memorable. Like, you see that with Honchkrow, you see that with Electivire, you see that like with all the other Pokemon I'm probably gonna announce. And then you have something like Carnivine, and like, that's so bad. And then you have Sandy Trash, well, not Sandy Trash, but like Sandy Wormadam. It's like, ew. And then you have like Bebarrel, and like where's the love in this generation? Like, they decided to like take it to the previous generations than in this generation. Like, I even put most of the evolutions here. I mean, like, yeah, Bonsly and Mr. Mime Jr. didn't get that much love here, but like, still though, I think they just made more of like other previous generations shine rather than make their own generation shine. Like, I mean, I still got some good solid picks here, like, or in my opinion, about like Garchomp being an amazing Pokemon, or like Gastrodon. Like, those are great, but like, this generation felt like it was more meant to like glow up Generation 1 and 2, in all honesty. Like Mamoswine. Like, Mamoswine is amazing. Like, great interpretation of the mammoth, bro. I like it. The nose is a little bit, I can't really get used to the nose, but like, overall I like this design a lot more than something like, I don't know, like Mime Jr. or like, not Mime Jr. Let's not take, let's stop bullying the Mime Jr. Let's just keep bullying Magmortar. Like, it's better than Magmortar, bro, in all honesty. Porygon Z, another menace to Pokemon Sword and Shield, where like, you had like you brought it with a Clefairy, you helping handed, it was a base 90 speed Pokemon, pretty fast overall. You just hype like max strike with a life orb, and you have adaptability to stack onto that, and it's like, you're OHKOing a lot of things, and plus this design is just a lot cooler in my opinion. Next up we have Gallade. Gallade, see, like, they did it again! They made Gallade so cool, and it's from Generation 3! That's what this generation was more about! And like, I like Generation 4, it's cool, it's a little overrated, but like, this is what I'm talking about! Like, I don't know, man. Slight disappointment. I mean, I guess they do fuck up a few times, like with this thing. Fucking Mario, or what are that toys called where like you move the little magnet shavings around, like do a duel. What the fuck is this? Probopass is just I hate it. Dusk Noir, again another glow up to generation. This is a glow up for Generation 3 actually, but still like Duskull a lot more in all honesty. But Dusk Noir is better than Dusclops, so. Frostlass, Generation 3 representation again, give it, like, no matter how you look at it, better. I like it way more than Glalie, because Glalie was fucking horrendous, and that was awful. Here we have something that's actually a good representation of what Snowrun should have evolved into. Okay, Generation 4 did something really good here. Rotom, I love Rotom, and now we can also like he's just a trickster, bro. I love Rotom in the animes, always playing jokes. Let's rate all these Rotom forms while we're at it. Rotom Heat, in my opinion, A tier. I was always a fan of Rotom Wash. I do not say I like this. Rotom Frost is just very, I don't know, I think it's because they made it look really super fat. Like, they didn't have to make it look like that. Like, they could have made it like an AC. An AC probably would have been a cooler design for Rotom. I feel like it still would have been fat, but like, I think it would have been cooler than this. Like, when I look at this, I think of like a coffin. This actually looks like a coffin now that I'm thinking about it. Like, I don't know, don't like it as much. Rotom Fan is cool. I like that design a lot. And Rotom Mo is like ready to chomp on some grass. I like that design a lot. But like, just Rotom Frost or Refrigerator, just not my favorite in all honesty. Uxie, now that we're getting to the Lake Guardians, Uxie's okay, not really much of a fan of it, to be honest. Mesprit and Azelf were more or less my favorite two designs. I like Mesprit's hairstyle, I thought it was really cute, and I loved Azelf's representation of its tails. Like, yeah, they all have two tails, but like, the way like this sprite is, like from Generation 4, I like that a lot more, and I think it's cool. If I had to like, say which one was my favorite between Mesprit and Azelf, probably gonna say Mesprit. In all honesty, the pink works. The blue also works, but when you look closely at it, he kind of looks like a mouse. Like literally, look at me move my mouse. Like, it looks like that. It does. Dialga and Palkia. Team Dialga all the way. Let me know your comments down below if you're Team Dialga or Palkia. Palkia is just I don't know. Don't like this legendary all too much. Next up is, oh wait, sorry, Heatran, I'm sorry. Another Pokemon that like, what the fuck is this? Like, they both give off that like Magmortar vibe, and I don't know, they just look stupid. I don't like that. I don't like their designs at all. Regigigas though is like just a meme for being the slowest Pokemon, trying to get its act together. With the ability slow start. Overall, I like this more. I'm glad that the Reggies decided to form up together and become, well, not become, but like summon this soon to be behemoth. Overall, finally that this man gets some fucking Protect. I believe, aside from Ditto, the only Pokemon that could not learn Protect was Regigigas. But at least like now you can stall out your turns of slow start. And even then, like in Scarlet and Violet, we had Wheezing, and if we could not deal with Wheezing with neutralizing gas, we were in dog shit. This thing terrestrializing. This thing at Gigantamaxing, Dynamaxing, whatever you want to call it. Holy shit, bro. Next up we have Giratina, Origin Form and Altered Form. I don't remember which is which, but overall I like this one more, where it's just standing on all 6 of its legs. 6. This looks kind of unfinished. I like the claws it has, but I'm not crazy about how we just like go from having feet to no feet. Like, I don't know. I think this form is just better. In all honesty, I like having more feet than having no feet and looking like a fucking snake. Like, in my opinion. Cresselia Moonduck Pokemon, not much of a fan of it. Like, it's a moon and then it's like split in half. You got half of its crest here, half on the other side of its face. Not liking it. And then I realized like recently that these little purple things are its hands, and it's like, I think I was better off just not knowing that those were hands. I was better off just seeing those as just like rings, like Saturn or whatever. But like, that's just my opinion. Fiona and Manaphy are just really cute mythicals. I haven't really been disappointed by mythicals just yet. Darkrai, literally being a perfect example, was just a great design. Love it a lot. And then we have Shaman Hedgehog mode, and then we have Shaman's Reindeer mode. Reindeer mode I like a lot. Hedgehog mode is okay, but I think that its other form is just a lot better in all honesty. And next up, the Legend, the God of Arceus. I should put you in F tier for what you're about to do in the future, but like, or not really the future, I guess. But honestly, overall, just Arceus alone is just, or Arceus, however you want to pronounce it. You guys let me know how you pronounce this Pokemon too. I know I'm asking y'all a lot, but I also want to like keep, you know, have a discussion about this, because even I fucking suck at like saying Pokemon names. Like bro, I had a hard time like saying like what the fuck these guys were. I think this is Cherubi and this is Cherum. I don't know. Just Arceus is an okay design. I'm not mad at it. I just don't think it's like we have better legendaries here from Generation 4. And that's gonna do it for that video. I think that's yeah, because I'm not gonna do that. Overall, Generation 4 just gave other generations a glow up, but in their own sense, they didn't really give their own generation new Pokemon glow ups, in my opinion. Without further ado, we'll conclude the video. Hope you all have a good morning, evening, night, wherever you are, wherever it may be. And this is Raging Mimikyu signing off.